Hi YouTube, this is Janice coming back with another video. Today I just got off work, getting ready to prepare to go downstairs and work out. It is extremely cold outside. Temperature is 25 degrees here in Michigan, so I had to cool down, had to warm up a little bit after coming in from work. However, I'm over 50, so the menopause is kicking in. I'm sitting here with a fan blowing at me now because I'm extremely warm. I was sweating a little bit, but I just wanted to take time and like I said, I wasn't sure about this journey that I'm about to take, and I wanted to send out another video. I came in and I was thinking, what can I talk about today? And I was in the kitchen preparing my lunch for tomorrow. I thought, well, maybe I'll talk about that. I While I won't say that I don't eat fast foods and that I gave up all fast foods, I did give it up for about a year and a half, to really try to create a habit for myself. And now I don't eat it. It's not a first choice for me. Well, when I say fast foods, I will go to a Panera Bread a lot of times and get food. But your McDonald's and the Burger Kings and the Taco Bells and those things, I try so hard to stay away from those and avoid them at all costs. Sometimes I get in a bind. I would be lying to say otherwise. Sometimes I get in a bind and I have to get something to eat, and have to get something from one of those places, especially when traveling. And sometimes I just crave it. I will say I will get a craving sometimes and just have to go in and get some McDonald's fries, especially. But I that's far and few between, and my stomach doesn't tolerate it as well anymore. So even when I get it, I usually end up with an upset stomach, and so it's the last thing on my mind for a long time. So what I do most times is just come when I walk through the door to try to stay healthy, as healthy as possible. I prepare my lunch as soon as I walk in the door, clean up my silverware, my Tupperware from today's lunch, and then prepare for tomorrow. One of the biggest things that I did was add vegetables. Now I eat vegetables. I love vegetables, but I wasn't eating them at dinner as often as I would like to say. And I had my annual physical last year and talked to my doctor, almost a year ago. Had my annual physical, and she wanted to run down. I turned 50 at that time, and she wanted to run down of what my intake was, because it turned out that my good cholesterol was really good. My bad cholesterol was a little high. She did express that she wasn't that concerned because the good cholesterol was so good, but I needed to bring down the bad cholesterol. And so when we discussed what I was eating, fruits, taking a sandwich, try to reduce breads, just everything that we all try to do to stay healthy. But she told me I needed to reduce my fruit intake, because I was eating 2 to 3 cups of fruit a day. Fresh fruit, grapes. I love grapes and blackberries. That's my thing. But I needed to reduce that, and increase my vegetable intake, because when I talked about the vegetables, it was like, well, I'm getting maybe a cup a day, and that's actually pushing it, really. You fix a salad, you have certain foods, meals, and you fix a salad, but I really wasn't getting what I thought I was getting once we sat down and talked about it. So it was like, how am I going to change this? How am I going to change that habit and get the vegetables I need? So my choice was to say, okay, I decided that I'll do raw vegetables as much as possible. I love raw vegetables, believe it or not. So I decided to just make this huge salad at home. Wasn't sure how I was going to go over with my family, but did this huge salad, and it was bell peppers, red, yellow, orange, cucumbers, celery, spinach, carrots, and red onions at the time, and some broccoli. But I've since added, in the last 3 months, I've added zucchini and squash to it. Now you can eat zucchini and squash raw. That was something I didn't know. Maybe I should have known, but I didn't know that at the time, because usually you get it, you saute it, and you eat it that way. But now I cut You know, you cut it up like you would cut a cucumber. You leave the the skin on, and I add it to the salad. And so it's just combined. All of it is combined, cut up, into a huge bowl that sits in the refrigerator. And usually I have to make it maybe every 4 days because my family really took to it as well. And I carry 2 cups a day with me in my lunch. Now, I oftentimes, believe it or not, I eat more because I come home and I'll put it on my plate with whatever dinner I'm having. So I'm getting the vegetables I need at this point in time. I have not gone back to my doctor, right? My annual will come up this year in March, and hopefully at that time I will see a significant reduction in my bad cholesterol, and even better improved in my good cholesterol. But that's just one of the things that I've done. I've also work out. I try to work out at least 3 times a week. Hope it's not my favorite thing. Let me just say that it's not my favorite thing, but I'm trying, and I get out there and I make a concerted effort to do it. One of the things that I love doing though is walking. Unfortunately, I live in Michigan, as I stated, and the weather is not conducive for that this time of the year. But in the spring, I can't wait for it to happen. I use this app called Runkeeper. And my sister lives in the Georgia area, and I usually contact her. We call each other, and we're both on Eastern time, so we get off work and we get out and we walk around our neighborhoods. Now, my neighborhood is maybe a little bit larger than hers, so her route I think is about 3.5 miles of the route that she walks, but I can get up to 6 miles in my neighborhood, easily without ever walking outside of my neighborhood, and that is really cool. But I don't walk 6 miles every day because that is pretty difficult. But I try to do at least 3 to 6, somewhere in between that, and I try to get at least 6 once a month. During that time. That started last year, and I just absolutely love it. So with the combined increase in exercise, increase in the food intake, my weight has been steady. I've been at 165 pounds consistently, and the 165 pounds is not a problem, as I stated before. I've been happy with that weight for a while. The problem was that it was mostly distributed in my midsection initially. That has gone out, and now it's starting to distribute evenly out a little bit. It still takes a lot of work, but it's getting there. I'll tell you though, one of the things I do leg lifts as well, weights, here at home. And today I have on a pair of jeans that I swear it felt like it was cutting off my circulation. Those jeans, my thighs have gotten so thick, it's just ridiculous. So now I have to look into buying new clothing. Maybe that's a good thing, I don't know, but we'll see. So I just wanted to touch base with you guys again. I will upload as much as I feel like at this point in time. I'm feeling so excited about it, so you might see many uploads from me, but I just wanted to reach out again and talk to you guys later. Have a great day. I'm going to go work out now. Bye.